How's it going, boys? My name is Steve Little Crunchy, and welcome back to the Late Night Crunch. Welcome back to Inbox. This is a show where I answer your questions and give you guys advice. Oh, for this episode, we're going to be answering some personal questions that you guys have sent in. What's it like having Tourette's? It's kind of a general question, but I can't think of one question that the answer to will also answer all the questions about it. That could also capture your experience with it. Did I just have a stroke? With Tourette's, it's kind of... You have good days and bad days, right? When I'm incredibly stressed or incredibly tired, they will flare up. And some days they are really painful. Like I have this one tic where I'll throw my neck back and essentially give myself permanent whiplash. It's the whiplash of permanent despair and agony. But most of my tics are vocal. Don't get me wrong, I have some physical ones like muscle spasms, and obviously the permanent whiplash of despair and agony. But sometimes they do get really painful. They do. But on the other side of that coin, you'll have good days where you will barely tic at all, and you would look at me and you'd be like, that's a normal person. That person does not have Tourette's. But then again, there's nothing normal about me. I suppose it depends what mood I'm in as well. I suppose it depends whether I'm upset, angry, happy. I'll go outside and I'll still get some funny looks. I mean, the area I live in, the community I live in, is quite tight. Usually everyone knows everyone. It's that type of deal. But I will still get some funny looks out on the street, and obviously I don't really care. It's whatever. They don't understand. They don't get what Tourette's is. They don't know that I have that. So, that's not on them, and I don't take any offense to it. What I really don't understand as well is I'll see these videos online and they'll be like, hey, I wish I had Tourette's. I think Tourette's is so cute. I think it's so cool. I want to have Tourette's. No, you don't. That's something that always gets me. I don't get it. Why do people think it's cute or cool to have Tourette's? Why do people want to have Tourette's? It kind of rubs off on me the wrong way. And I don't understand why people would want that, because it is a disability at the end of the day. People with Tourette's, such as myself, do struggle with it on a day-to-day basis. Like I mentioned, you have good days and bad days. I still will never understand the amount of people I see on TikTok or Instagram saying, I want Tourette's. I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be cute. I don't get that. Another thing I don't really get is when I'm live streaming, I'll get these comments. You don't have Tourette's, or you sound like Mickey Mouse. And then I said, hey, I got Tourette's, I can't help it. And then they continue, oh, you sound like Mickey Mouse, you sound like... I was like, what? Okay, bits over. Like, be so for real. You're faking your Tourette's. Like, what do you mean? But with Tourette's, it is different for everyone. Like, for me, I don't take in my sleep. When I'm sleeping, I've been told I'm out. I don't take in my sleep and I'm out. There's obviously other Tourette's where the majority of people think Tourette's is swearing. That's not the base of it. There's multiple different variations. Some people have swearing tics. Some people, like myself, have vocal where I will shout or like move and have like muscle spasms. It's a wide spectrum of stuff that can happen, but it's not all the same for everyone. I mean, it is quite difficult for me to talk about this because for me it's just normal, right? It's completely normal. I've lived with Tourette's all of my life and I don't understand how it is without Tourette's. So for me it is just normal. Some of you might have heard of Sweet Anita. They have a tic that it's quite racist. Okay, it's quite racist. There is some tics like that and could get you into some trouble. Thankfully, I don't have those. What I have no. What I have noticed as well is when you meet someone with Tourette's, in my experience, your Tourette's will heighten. They'll get worse around that person, and the other person's Tourette's will get worse too. I remember a couple of years back, I was going to the opticians because my eyesight is terrible, and my optician had Tourette's, and both of our Tourette's were flaring up, and it was quite funny. But that's going to be about it, boys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, the forums are linked in the description. And as always, have a great rest of your day.